Okay, use arrow keys to move. So look, here he is. Here is Egg Potato Man. Looking very sporting in his hazmat suit instead of museum visiting outfit. Yeah. Press space to grapple. Okay. So, right. This is a block pushing game in disguise. Okay. Okay, and that powers this? Oh, which is a door. Okay. So far this is reminding me of Portal. A series of white rooms with puzzles that involve moving blocks around and powering doors. But instead of a portal gun, we have whatever this is. Oh, interesting. I can't turn round whilst... so I can't face down now. So if I want to put it down there, I guess I have to come round here. Oh, and I can't actually push it either. The only way I can move it is by grappling. So I would need to grapple from here. No, that's still not long enough. Okay. So an interesting puzzle mechanic, not your typical block pushing game. Right, and that makes a bridge. Yeah, these bridges definitely remind me of Portal as well. Okay. Companion cube, my beloved. Yes, I suppose this is the weighted companion cube now. Can you still dash around the room at lightning speeds? Asks Matcha Catcher. I mean, sort of. Not quite as fast as you could in Monsters Expedition. But it buffers your inputs. So you can, if you press left or right again when it hasn't finished walking one tile, it will walk immediately. So if you spam the keys fast enough, you can walk much faster than if you just... This is holding down the left and right keys. And this is tapping them really fast. Apparently speedrunners were not fond of this because it meant the optimum strategy was to button mash constantly in Monsters Expedition. Okay, I guess I need to put this on here. Going now. Ah, okay. Is this the power fluctuation that we were on about? I'm going to guess that if I stand on here, bad things happen. I was right. Okay, and we have undo and reset buttons like we did in Monsters Expedition. Good to know. What would be this game's secret snowman? I don't know. I don't even know if there are secrets in this game. I hope there are. Okay, so as well as powering doors, these can also power giant electric traps of death. So that's good to know. We need to put it back so we can get through here. Okay, now we need to... Ah, okay. New discovery. Turns out my grappling hook is actually conductive, which seems like a bad idea in a power station, just in principle. That seems like a mistake. So we need to disconnect that one so that turns off this power, and then we can come down here and pick this up. Okay. Can we go off the bottom here? Ah, we can. No reason to go down there. That seems to just connect back to where we were. But I'm already curious. Well, no, because there's no bridge on this side. And none of these terminals do anything. Okay, I don't know why this is here. I've got it in my head now that there might be a secret, because Matcha just mentioned it. Fried egg potato. That's a good one, man. Yes, if this is egg potato man, then this is fried egg potato man. Otherwise known as omelette man. Right, why is this not opening the door? Because I see there's power coming in here. Oh, I think I understand. There's a line coming out from the button underneath me, and then it comes here, and then it comes here. So I think they both have to be powered to open the door. So I think I'm going to need to, yeah, do that. We don't want mashed sunny side up, says Matcha. I will do my best to avoid it. Okay. Right, well this is awkward. Because we've not got any cubes. Can we bring this one? No, that's going to instantly shut the door. Well, I guess the game ends here. What else can we actually do? Can we bring this key? No. Bring this cube. Ah, we could fetch this cube. If we went all the way around, we could fetch that cube. Bet that's what we have to do. So, try... Oh no, I have to disconnect this cube first. This is really not a good design for a power plant. There's a lot of safety issues here that I think would probably fail any reasonable inspection. What happens if I let go now? Does it just fall? Okay. The cube does indeed fall into the void if I let go of it at the wrong moment. So let's try and not do that. Right, so one of these... Oh, wait. Okay, so I can turn. Pressing the arrow keys doesn't turn me, but if I try to force my way past another cube, that does turn me. Okay, I'm sure this is going to be an important puzzle mechanic later on, so I'm glad I found that out. This now gives me an extra cube, which I will need to take through the door with me. And put on there. Uh-oh. Mission, investigate problems with the reactor. Does sound worrying, doesn't it? They didn't have enough budget to fix the holes in the floor. Yeah, I mean the loose wires, the fact that the grappling hook is conductive, the holes in the floor. It all points to a chain of bad management decisions in this power plant. Now then, if I pick up the cube whilst I'm standing on this bridge, then that will happen. So let's not do that. But if I pick up the cube here, I can't actually get it round. Ah, okay. For some reason I had it in my head that I would just rotate at an angle. Not that my grappling hook would suddenly have a bend in it. Okay, this game is more complicated than I expected. Now I can't actually put the... Well, I can put the cube down. Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of weird things happening to do with where exactly I'm placing the grappling hook and what bits of walls I can bend it around. Okay, I think in order to use this bridge, I'm going to need a different cube. So let's try putting it here first. So they engineer it to bend, but not to insulate. Yes. It does seem a bit of a short-sighted decision. Okay, so I don't think I can make any progress through this door on account of there's another door. So can we get through this door? Yes, we can. Cube. So I can't... I can grapple over the electricity, I just can't let the cube actually touch it. What happens if I go like this? No, that's still not enough. I think I see what to do, it's just actually doing it. I think I need to bend my grappling hook sufficiently so that... What range do I have on this thing? Okay, that's the maximum range. So I need to stand here to get the cube. The idea is to bend it enough that I can actually get the cube out. There we go. LT Bango says, I wonder if there will be a limited edition Grapple Egg Potato plushie. I mean, the regular Egg Potato plushie was already limited edition. I think they only made about 150 of them. So it's already quite unique, and I think it might just be a little bit too obscure to make one for this game as well. Anyway, here's our second cube. I can't actually bring it. This is an interesting mechanic, it's very constrained what you can do in some situations. Interesting music as well. Okay. This is one of those games where the sound cuts out when you tab out. At least we figured that out sooner rather than later. Game devs, please support streamers by having your sound not cut out when you tab out. Okay. So I have a cube, and I can sort of get it back across here. Okay. I think the idea is we use this as... I can't put it on the button. We use this for this button, I guess? Actually, no, because this door is still shut. Okay, where am I supposed to put this cube then? Oh, maybe we need to put it up there. Can I do that? At the moment, I can't make my grappling hook long enough to actually put it up there. So I think I need to come back here, stand further away, pick up the cube again, not do that. Emma, you idiot. Emmett. What I want to do is hold the cube pointing up and then walk forward this way, because then it will be pointing up when I get over here, which is what I want. That is apparently easier said than done. Best I can do would be to have it one tile away. This isn't going to be long enough to reach. So I do need to pick it up from further away than that. I see what to do, I think. We arrange for it to be here, and then we stand here and pick it up. There we go. Now we can do this. And hopefully this opens that other door I was on about, otherwise I'm out of ideas. Oh, it opens this. Okay. Don't think I can hit that button from here. I might have to. Did that other button do anything to help with this door? No. Okay, so we do have to go up next. We can actually bring 2 cubes if we want to. We could bring this one. Can't quite reach that other one. Okay, with these 2 cubes combined, can we somehow get a cube onto that button from here? Because we can pick up a cube from quite far away, like this. And then we can do weird things where we sort of slowly move the cube over to here. Like, this feels like we're most of the way there because we've got a cube here now. That's only 2 tiles away from where we need to be. And then I could do the same thing again. I don't know. I was hoping this being here would help in some fashion. So it's there. I'm still learning exactly how this works. Oh, I can go all the way to there. Ah, right, okay, then we do that. Right, well that's closer. We're only 1 square away now. We would need a cube. If we had a cube above me now, we could bend the grappling hook even further. If I put this one... I need it 1 tile higher than that, actually. Yeah, I can see this game quickly getting crazy with its puzzles. If we put a thing there, and then we... no, I was hoping that would move it across twice. That's not right, still. I think I'm on the right lines here, though. It's worrying that I'm stuck this early into the game, isn't it? Yeah, if I put it there, and now I try and do this again. No, that still doesn't work. Yeah. It needs to be here. No. That's not right either. LTBagger says check the Draknik and Friends makeshift page just to make sure nothing but the sold out OG one. Yes, I'm glad I grabbed the OG one while I could. It was not until quite a long time after I played the game. I think it was like August last year or something that it was released, and I'm glad I spotted it and grabbed one while I could. It is a good addition to my streamer shelf. Right, is this... Finally, there we go. Okay. Doesn't bode well for the rest of the puzzles in this game. Hello, Sarah Stars. Sarah says, hello, dearest. I believe in you and I'm cheering for you with my pom-poms. Well, thank you, Sarah. Everybody, please go follow the amazing Sarah Stars. I'm going to do a shout out for right now. There. Oh, ow. Oh. Yes, everybody please say hello to Best Sarah. Okay, what puzzles await us next? Oh dear, electricity. I'm going to assume if, wait. I didn't step on anything. Are you telling me that literally being next to an electrified box will electrocute me? Okay, I can't even stand next to them. Like, I realise grappling them is going to end badly, but I can't even stand next to them. Right, well that's powered by this, so I can presumably shut all of this off, but it closes the door. I can bring... Egg Potato Guy is very careless. Well, I think the designers of this facility are very careless. And that Egg Potato Man deserves some workers' rights and some safety equipment and shouldn't have to operate in these conditions. But that's just my opinion. Okay, now that's not working now, is it? No. Oh, I can do this. Yeah, that doesn't electrocute me, and then I can come up here. Okay, we made it through. Matcha Catcher says, I just thought something. There were 2 doors in the very beginning in the first room. Is that where the end of the game is? I mean, I don't think so. I'm not sure I can go back and check at this point, Matcha. I'm sorry. Right, I don't think these cubes here are ever going to be usable because there's nothing powering this apart from this, which we can't remove because then the door shuts. So I guess we just have to continue onwards. Okay, another cube we can't get past. This is concerning. Okay, let's come back to there later. What's down here? Okay, so we need to get a cube onto this button. Poor guy keeps getting zapped. Yes, this is a lot worse for our egg potato friend than Monsters Expedition. The worst that could happen to him there was getting stranded on an island. If we accidentally pushed all the logs in the water. No electrocution there. Yeah, I would like to get a button here. Until I do so, I can't go through here. Can't really bring this one. Can I bring this one? It seems like the answer is no, because oh sorry, okay, no, that button controls the electricity as well, so I can bring this one. What's this thing in the middle? Like apart from okay, I can't grapple it. And it doesn't electrocute me if I stand next to it. So far, those are the only 2 mechanics I know about, so I guess it doesn't do anything. So I would quite like to bring this block down with me, but I can't because it shuts the door when I remove it. And if I put it on here, that happens. So this is going to be something about we need to be standing here and able to drop the box onto here. So this is going to be some sort of manipulating the shape of the grapple again. Yeah, like this. There we go. Do not ponder the orb, says LT Bago. You're quite right, I made the mistake of orb pondering there. I shall try not to do that again. Ow. How do I get this then? Because if I bring it here, I don't have space to bring it out. Without, yeah, no matter what I do here, I'm going to electrocute myself or drop it into hasn't. I suppose, yeah, if I sacrifice one of the one of the blocks, I can bring the other one out. I can't bring it out though. Like, I've sort of trapped myself in here now because can't grab that bottom one again. And I can't walk across here. Oh, I can walk across here if I do this. There we go. Then I need to place this on the button again so I can get across here. This is terrifying. I can't get to that doorway. Yeah, uh-oh. Ah. Mission, repair the reactor. Well, at least that turned off all of this. Okay, so I guess this is the bit that's supposed to be on. Rather than the bit that's... Oh. Oh, I can get through this door now. Hello, Raiders! Hello, Rooney. Thank you so much for the raid. Hello to Harry, Otto, Hurricane, Kurjo, Rooney, and all your other viewers. Kurjo, thank you for redeeming your flower. Otto, thank you for redeeming your flower. Rooney, thank you for redeeming Squinancy Wort as your flower. I love that name. And Hurricane, thank you for redeeming your flower. I hope you had a good stream, Rooney. Do let us know what you were up to and whether it was a success. I think you were playing The Last of Us last time I checked. Yes, The Last of Us Part 2. Rooney plays a lot of RPGs and that type of thing, so if you want some cozy streams to watch, please go and follow Best Rooney. And if anyone needs to drop off the raid with a lurk or whatever, that is of course fine. We are playing a new puzzle game featuring Egg Potato Man from Monsters Expedition, a game that we've played, puzzle game that we've played before. And rather than visiting a museum, he's now trying to repair a power plant, and that's going about as well as you'd expect. I should be able to do this room because it's just the opposite of the room over there, and yet I've somehow I've forgotten how this works. I need to bend it to the left. So is this correct? Yes. Okay. There we go. Squinancy Wort, what a great name. I'm glad you agree with me. Okay, where does that leave us? It leaves us... ow. There's some more puzzles to solve. Starting to lose my way in this giant facility. Okay, we still can't come through here. So let's not go through there. We can't bring this cube with us. I don't really see any reason why we would want to power this button. We can't pick up that cube, otherwise that happens. So I think we have to go in here. Rooney says, we were doing good, got past a tricky boss fight and made some good progress. I think we are very close to the end now. That's good to hear, Rooney. Well, not that you're close to the end, but you're making good progress. I think I see what to do here. We back this out, that turns off the power. And we actually have access to 4 boxes now, with the caveat that we have to power it back up to open the door. Oh, actually, that's interesting. So the door is opened by this power track here, which comes from these. These aren't connected to anything. But when this is powered... Any adjacent boxes get powered? Yeah, so this box gets powered just by being adjacent to this one. So there was like a trail of boxes powering the door. So in order to leave this thing, I need to power the door somehow. And I think... Okay, yeah, I think I see how to do this. We build a little bridge of boxes across here, like this. Oh no, that doesn't work. Oh, because, right, just being adjacent to the button doesn't convey power. You have to be adjacent to these things. Right, so, in that case... Yeah, we would have to do that, and that's bad because now we're trapped. How do we get out of this room with a spare button? And I think the answer is if we power down here? Yeah, that opens that door at the bottom. It doesn't open the door very well because we can't actually get to it. Oh, if I put them here, that might work. Okay. Yeah, if I'm very careful, which I'm not, we can actually make our way through the door now. Okay. We didn't get to bring any cubes with us. Ah, right, now this cube is powered off. Okay, I see what's going on. Now this cube is powered off, so we can do stuff with it. Still not sure why you'd want to do that. Nothing we can do in there. I love the pattering run sounds as When I finish this game, I'll have to watch a speed run of it, see if anyone's got any weird glitches they've managed to find. The movement all seems pretty fluid though. Yes, the movement is very similar to the original Monsters Expedition in that regard. Oh, that takes us back here. Interesting. There's still nothing there. But we can have this cube now. Is there any reason we want to go back in here? No. Oh, maybe. Yeah, actually, I think we can take this cube as well. We're careful, which I'm not, as we've established. There's a way to bring this cube back. We got the cube in, therefore logically there must be a way to bring it back, but I don't know if there is. Yeah, I can't go there and I can't go there. And I have a similar problem over here. But I'm wondering if there is a way we can bring this cube. I don't know. Let's assume we can live without this one for now. So we just get this one back. Right, where are we actually trying to get? This didn't really get us anywhere. That just got us into here. Oh, I see what we need to do next. I think we need to get through here next. which means powering this, but also bridging this, which is going to need 4 cubes to do all that. We only seem to have 2 cubes available, which is not enough cubes. So where do we get 2 more cubes from? Because we can't take any of these cubes because we're using them to hold the door open. If I remove this, then neither of the doors is open, so we can't actually leave. So where else are we not using a cube? Oh, this is off. Ah, okay. Yeah, removing the cube in the room below this unpowers that. So now we have these cubes. That's what we were missing. Okay. So I can bring all but one of these. Yeah, this is definitely very Portal-esque. No regard given to safety. Companion cubes. And wandering around with a special weapon that can do stuff, but instead of the portal gun, it's this thing. That brings us to here. Well, we can come through here like this to get this cube. And then put it on the button. Then what we need now is this cube on this button. I don't know if that was the intended solution, but we got there. Oh, that's... What did I do there? Oh, that's good to know. So, if I was to walk forwards here, I would fall into the pit. But if I walk backwards, then I step off the bridge as it disappears, and that is allowed. Okay. I now need to get it onto this button. I could actually bring this cube with me, I think. Oops. No, not like that. Emma, you idiot. Like this. Falling sounds kind of out of place. Well, the idea is not to fall down, I suppose, so it does make sense. Okay, why can I not bring this? Oh, there we go. Uh-oh. The reactor is becoming even more, sorry for the screen shake. That's definitely not good. Mission, restore power to the reactor. So our mission was investigate the reactor, and then it was repair the reactor, and now it's restore power to the reactor. Okay, well, it would be nice if we could open this door, but there's kind of a hole in the way of getting to that button. It doesn't matter how long we make our grapple, it can't actually bend itself round in a circle like that without a wall to bend off of. And the problem is if I do bend it into a funny shape in here, I can't then take it back through the door. Like, this is... Okay, it's not long enough, but hang on. I can get it in the shape that would be required by coming here. Like, this shape would get through the... would get round the wall and hit the button. But I can't go through the door holding it in that shape. So yeah, the best I can do is like this sort of shape. Okay, if I try and step down, that's not going to do anything. I can put more than one bend into it, like that. Okay, but yeah, stepping down again doesn't put us... So I can't put more than 2 bends into the grapple. If I'm trying to move down now and it isn't bending it again. So I need to bend the grapple... Like I can bend it like that. I'd need to bend it right and then right again. And if there was a tile here, like immediately below, that might work. But, yeah. Maybe we can do it with 2 cubes. Hang on. Ah, we can do it with 2 cubes, I think. Yeah, look, see, getting this second cube up here lets me do this. There we go. No! Go back. There we go. Okay. We need this cube, probably. I feel like I'm going to immediately die as soon as I put this on this button. Yes. Okay, so we need to put it on the button from a safe distance. But what I'd like to do is be on the other side of this bridge when we put it on the button, but I can't be, obviously. Again, we can use this cube. So, I think we need a kind of angled grapple thingy again. Not quite the shape we want. We want to be facing left and have it go across and then down. Which means that we probably want to... No, hang on. Oops. Yeah, we want to not step on the button. Apart from anything else. No. Yeah, like that. We want this shape. We want one more. Yeah, not quite like that. One higher. I need to reach from where I'm standing now to the button. So actually my grapple is not even long enough at the moment. So I need to stand here and grab it. Okay. There we go. Okay, now I can go here and hit the button at the same instant. I noticed also the game is generous if you step off onto the power at the same time as the power's turned off. It doesn't kill you, which is nice. Okay, we need to do that. And now we can grab... No, we can't grab that one. Ah, we're not done yet. We need to do that... Actually, I don't know. Do we need to be able to do that and also have access to the other cube? Because we don't have access to that second cube. Altibago says, feeding my eBay obsession beast and found some interesting things. If anybody in the UK would like a 1 million times scale E. coli plushie, the British Red Cross have a few. I mean, I have quite a plushy selection. I have my swans, and my penguin, and my octopus, and my shark, and my egg potato man, and my Badalin. Not quite sure an E. coli would really fit. I do have more plushies on the way. I have an axolotl arriving soon. Is this going to be another of those things where I have to sacrifice one of the boxes in order to be able to remove both? Yeah, we had a puzzle like that before. And then I need to repower this to get across the bridge. Ah. Mission: restore power to the reactor at any cost. Things are still going wrong. Well, okay, I can go through one of these doors or the other of these doors. How do we fix the reactor? This pipe is broken, but I don't see how to actually fix it. I didn't bring any tools with me apart from this grappling hook, which in hindsight might have been a mistake. Maybe we're supposed to go through this door. Well, now I'm stuck. So that's probably not the solution. There's some way to get a cube through here. I don't have access to any more cubes. No, including this one. Oh, well, yeah, I don't really have access to that one. I obviously can't touch any of these things. We do. Okay, I'm trying to get the box through the door by running really fast, and I don't think the game's going to fall for it. No, okay, it's not. What else can we even do? This bridge doesn't open, by the way. This bridge would only be open if the stuff on that side was powered. Maybe I can take this box back through the level and do something. Although it's not going to be easy. Yeah, is there a way to bring this box back with us? Well, not like that. Yeah, anything like that is just going to insta-zap us. I would like to put the box here. I can put it there. And then I can die. Oh, I could go all the way around and fetch it from the other side. Maybe I need to do that. Is that what the game wants? So, go here. Back through there. Actually, no, because we can't get back through here now. Because we can't reach. There's no way back through here. Yeah. We can't reach either of those boxes. Can we use this box somehow to get back through here? I mean, no, right? Because it will just instantly electrocute us. It feels like this is placed here for a reason. But it doesn't help. Yeah, I don't think bending this box in interesting ways is actually going to help us. So there's no way to backtrack, from what I can see. Because there's no bridge. There's no way to extend this bridge. There's no way to extend this bridge. This box can't be taken out of this room. Can't reach this box unless we are this side of the bridge. There's some way of moving this box. I feel like the game wants us to get this box through this area. But that doesn't seem possible. Like, there's a pattern of say floor tiles as if there was some way to get it through here, but I don't see what it is, and I'm pretty sure we can't backtrack now. We potentially, yeah, we've got the box now, so we can bring the box with like a sideways. You can bring the box to all sorts of weird places, but not actually beyond anywhere. I must be missing something, so if anyone can see what I'm missing, please let me know. some way to... Yeah, see if we could get a second box here. We could grab it from here and then do something with the box? Question mark, question mark. Like, imagine we got 5 boxes in here. Imagine we got 5 boxes in here and we put 1 here and then 2, 3, 4, 5 and we bridged the gap with boxes. But, as I say, that requires getting 5 boxes in here. I can't figure out how to get this box back over this thing. This box can't come with us because it has to stay here to operate the bridge. And we can't grab it from over here. Even if it's down here. This grapple is not long enough. You can grapple off screen, but not that far. And then we can't go back any further than here because I can't grab this box and I can't grab this box and I can't go anywhere. I can bring this box down, but as soon as I try and put it in here, it's just going to electrocute us. What happens if the box drops into the void again? I think you just lose it. I think that box is just gone. Matcha says, can't you reset a specific room like it in the first game to get that box you may have missed? I don't think I was supposed to bring any more boxes with me to this point. But maybe. Like if I hit reset in this room, it just puts me back here. If I hit reset in this room, it puts me back up there as well. Yeah. Everything just resets me up to there. Oops. I mean, if I really undo for a long time, I would eventually get back over. Can you go down from the middle room full of zappies? Oh, you mean is there a door at the bottom here? No, there is not a door at the bottom here. There was a door on the left-hand side group of zappies, which are now powered off. But I can't get back over there. Matcha Catcher says, I think I see what to do. Ah. Do you? I would be intrigued to know. Yeah, it feels like the game wants me to make a row of 5 boxes, which means backtracking to get more boxes, because I don't have 5 boxes. This doesn't help. There are creative ways I can electrocute myself by doing this. But that doesn't actually solve the puzzle. Like, I can put this box on this side. But now I can't open the thing. So... The only other my other thought is it's somehow possible to get this box back across here, which I did try a couple of times. Matcha says, if you electrocute yourself while holding the cube, can that power the generator? I mean, probably. But how? I can't get the cube into this part because the door shuts on it. Oops. There would need to be a way to get the cube through here. I see what you mean. Like, put the cube onto this bit and then, like, fire the grappling hook across and repower the reactor, but also electrocute myself in the process. I see what you're getting at. But that requires the cube to be in here. There's obviously something I'm just not seeing, but I don't know what it is. What if I put the cube there? And then, like, no. Like, if I electrocute myself on here, I can't now shoot my grappling hook to hit the cube. It's too late. I can go here and hit the cube, but I'm not bringing the cube in because the door shuts. It would need two cubes. It would need me to bring this other cube over. Which you would think if I had it on this one, and as I say, I went here, but it just doesn't quite reach. If you turn while you're shooting the grappling hook, it does a funny, like, turn animation. Try powering that bottom Tesla with the cube. There's Matcha. Do you mean this one? Because I don't see how to get the cube in here. I can, like, move the cube down as far as there. I can't hit it from there though because it's in the way. I think I see what you mean, Matcha. You mean like that? So, yeah, like, it is powered now, you're quite correct. I have successfully powered the other side of the reactor. I am also dead. I don't appear to have beaten the game. It's a very creative idea, Matcha, and I wish that that was the solution. Unfortunately, Starcasted says you've won but got stun locked. Yeah, but I wouldn't be able to win without getting stun locked because the only reason it's working is because my grappling hook is bridging the gap. So that can't be the solution, because the game would say so. It's quite a funny way of solving the problem. And yeah, I was able to bring the cube down as far as here, but if I try and go any lower, the grappling hook's going to bend around this thing. And yeah, so I can only do this. The only other thing I can think is that there's a way to get the cube through here that I've missed. Well, there's somehow a way to grapple this cube from the other side. But grappling round a corner, because we have done grappling round a corner already, but it required us to bring another cube with us. Maybe I'm not sure I can actually go back other than starting again. Unless I'll have to hit undo a very long time now because I've spent so long in here. Yes, excuse us while we button mash for a while. And I do mean quite a while. Because I think this is the only way to go back to where I was. You can see all the things we've tried. None of which worked. Okay. The only other thing I can think is, am I somehow supposed to be able to bring this cube with me? Like, can I achieve the required bending of this cube with this cube here? But I'm not sure I can, because, like, yeah. I would have to be here now. Hello, Raven! Welcome in, good to see you. Don't mind me just electrocuting myself repeatedly. Yeah, I don't think there's a way to have this cube be accessible. Okay. And then, because I know how to do it from here, but obviously that leaves this cube. Yeah. Actually, well, last time I did this, the cube was on this row. Having it on this row means I can grab it. That still doesn't help, though, because... Raven, thank you so much for being cute, and thank you for redeeming your flower of the day. Oh, everybody here, says Raven. Well, not everybody. There's quite a lot of people who aren't here. But people who are here include Harry and Rooney, which is good. I suppose the other thing would be if there was a way to save this cube, because at the moment I'm sacrificing one of these cubes in order to be able to get the other one out. If I could save both cubes, I'd see how to do it. But I don't think this cube can be saved, because the electricity doesn't go off when you pick up one of them. So the only place you can drop it is in the void. Same with this one. And yeah, it seems like there's no getting back through here. So, in that case, was I supposed to bring another cube into this room with me? Because I would have had to bring it through here. Yeah, I don't think there was a way to bring any more cubes than these two. Okay, it's a little disappointing to have to play a puzzle game like this and then end it right before the end of the game because I can't figure it out. That is a shame, but never mind. We might have to do that. I will rewind just a little bit further to see if I missed any cubes. I'll go back to before we did this puzzle. My fingers are getting tired of mashing the undo button. Okay, could I have brought another cube in? I can't bring any of these 3 cubes with me, nor this cube, because they're all operating this door. Hello, Best Layer. Thank you for redeeming your flower of the day. There are no other cubes remaining in here. Now, apart from this one, which if I remove it, then I'm just trapped in this room. So I can't do that. And there's these 4 cubes. But if I remove them, yeah, it needs 3 cubes to open either this exit or this exit, plus 1 on the button. Can you use the barrels as wait for the door button? Asks Raven. No, the barrels, you can't pick up the barrels. They're only there so that you can bend your grappling hook around them. Here, yeah, this cube is not reachable because of the electricity. This door is not openable from this side anymore, so there's no way to get up there again. Yes, Sticky Stalks Bill is your flower of the day, Layer. I hope you enjoy it. Some way I can go all the way back and get another box into this area. So I can't get to that box on the right at the moment. I would have to take more boxes back through the level with me. Oh, wait. Yeah, I can do that, but I need to be on this side of the... yeah. The game has cleverly constructed this area so that if I repower this, I can't get back through again. So it's like as soon as I remove this box, I can never go back, which is an interesting mechanic. I could repower this, but that doesn't do anything. Yeah, there's no way to repower this button now, even with Repel curving shenanigans. If I repower this button, I would have to have the cube here and be on the right of it. And that's not happening. So yeah, I can't actually get back to the start of the level. Do not ask why it's sticky, says Debugger. It's not for any sus reason, I promise. So yeah, I actually can't get back to the start of the level. Let's. I'm going to play the game one more time because we've got time because it's only a short game, and then I will give up if I still can't solve it. So this is the start. To answer Matcha's question that he asked a while back, no, you can't just leave through the exit at the very beginning. These two doors to my left are shut, and they're not connected to this power, so they don't open when I do this. And I don't think I can ever get this cube out. Yeah, there's no way I get this cube out because it's just controlling that door. Obviously this one. We have to do these first levels now. Obviously this one we do bring with us. Whole point. Hello, Mammy Wrestler, who says, "Hi Emma, what are you playing today?" I'm playing a game called
Galiga, French Lilac, Galiga Officinalis.
That's not what the game's called. I'm playing a game called The Electrifying Incident, a Monster Mini Expedition, featuring this guy, Egg Potato Man from A Monster's Expedition, who we have had a few times on stream before. And I'm getting stuck on this game. It's a very short game. It takes about an hour to beat from scratch, except that Emma is Emma, so she's already spent 2 hours on it, and she can't figure out what you're supposed to do in the final room. I'm going to go back through just to make sure I didn't miss being able to bring a cube with me. Love that you're snuggling Blowhigh, says Mammy. Yes, Blowhigh is just the best. He doesn't judge you. He doesn't hate you. He's just soft and cuddly. Right, LT Bago has redeemed read from Botany book and has requested Goat's Roo, not Sticky Stalks, Bill. LT Bago, Leia says, LT Bago, I'm a parent to small kids and work with kids. Why is this sticky would be the title of my autobiography? We need a little brain break. Yeah, okay, let's... He's fine, I promise. Let's read about Goat's Roo for a few minutes and then we'll go back to the game. Thank you, LT Bago, for that request. And I will find a nice picture of a nice Goat's Roo. Quite a pretty flower. So the wild one is like a pale pinkish purple colour. I think there are garden ones as well that come in other colours. Yeah, so here's one in a slightly different colour. So there is Goat's Roo. Poor shark, says Matcha. He's fine. He doesn't usually get to participate in the botany because there's a limit to what I can fit on the screen. How can we do this? There we go. Blowhigh is technically... he's actually not, is he? Oops. How do I not... How do I convince OBS to not crop my face cam? Because I want to see Blowhigh. Never mind. He's there somewhere, but OBS doesn't want to show the rest of the... This is the full face cam. You can see Blowhigh there. He's there, I promise. Okay, let's get the book. Oh. Stupid heavy books. And I knocked Blowhigh. There. This is my unnecessarily heavy botany book. And I'm sure Goat's Rue is in here, because everything is in here, except when it's not. Other book. Did you ever feel how heavy these books were, Harry, when you were here? They really are quite heavy. Other book is heaviest book. Other book is not best book. Right, Goat's Rue. So it's not a native British wildflower. It is a garden plant that escapes and spreads, and it is a clump-forming perennial herb occasionally grown in gardens, where it self-seeds and found as an escape in waste places and gravel pits, on roadsides, railway banks and rubbish tips. It also appears to have been sown in wildflower mixes. Oh, that's annoying. Why do they sell wildflower mixes that have flowers in that are not native wildflowers? Though introduced into cultivation by 1596 and first recorded in the wild by 1640, the spread of this species is much more recent. In the 1962 BSBI Atlas, so the version of this book from 60 years ago, it was not mapped at all, but in parts of London it's now widespread. In the past it was predominantly an urban plant, but it is now spreading into rural areas. Many garden forms are hybrids between Gallagher officinalis, which is this one, and Gallagher orientalis, which I'm assuming is some sort of Asian Goat's Rue. Orientalis. Known as Eastern Gallagher. Okay. That's why I'm seeing different colours when I search for Goat's Rue. That makes sense now. So Eastern Gallagher. Like that. No, it doesn't. That's officinalis. Why, when I search for Orientalis, is it showing me that? Okay, here's what the Orientalis looks like. Okay, yeah, so the Orientalis has these blue flowers and slightly different shaped leaves. So yeah, a lot of the garden ones are going to be hybrids of those two, which is why I was seeing pictures of garden ones with darker flowers. So the hybrid will be intermediate between those two plants. The hybrid is called Gallagher X Hartlandi, the Latin name. So it's possible that many of the records of this plant actually refer to the hybrid. Hybrid is not in here as a separate plant. So yeah. Oh, Hello, Ratmost. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good weekend. Egg Potato. Yes, we are. Well, we're doing botany, but we are playing a game featuring Egg Potato Man. So the book says that Goatsrue is found mostly in London. Don't think I have ever recorded it myself. Certainly not common in this area of the country. I'm just it's interesting that this is the BSBI website here. If I search for Galliga, Galliga officinalis is the only option in here. So when the book is talking about people misrecording the hybrid as officinalis, that's because there's no choice. I couldn't submit it as the hybrid if I wanted to because it's not in the database. But anyway, yeah, this is where it's found. If I do that a bit higher resolution, it can be misleading to have it like this and you think, oh, it's all the way through here. But actually, when you look at the higher resolution, it's in like 1 or 2 places. So yeah, it really is much more popular in Greater London and neighbouring areas than anywhere else in the country. But there are scattered records everywhere, concentrated in urban areas, which is what you would usually expect to find when things are escaping from gardens. It is found in a grand total of 3 places in North Somerset, none of which I have personally visited. My botany this afternoon was actually just south of Bath. This area here, I mean, nowadays it's the edge of Bath. Historically, Bath was like here. This is the city centre. This is all suburbs. But this little valley here is very, very nice. There's a lot of interesting native plants. It also has a woodland that is completely carpeted with wild garlic, aka bear leek, aka ramsons, which I posted a photo of on my Discord today. So this is a very nice part of the world. This bit here, Midford as well, is very botanically interesting. If I ever do try and do a dedicated botany stream, it's almost certainly going to be about here. Of all the places I've visited in North Somerset, that's probably the second most diverse after Cheddar Gorge. I'm escaping from gardens, says Ratmost. It is, yeah, it's a funny term, garden escape. It does the idea that the plants are sort of plotting a prison break to get out of the garden and into the wild. But you're a rat, Ratmost. Rats don't escape, but rats are everywhere to begin with. They don't need to escape from anywhere because they're already there. There are rats on every continent. Are you also spreading in the world? I mean, rats were spreading in the wild a few hundred years ago. Again, they can't spread now because they're already everywhere. So they can't be more everywhere than they already are. So they can't really spread. They are, by some measures, the most successful animal ever. Except possibly humans. Anyway, that was Goatsrue. Thank you, Altibago, for that redeem. You did also say drink water and stretch. So let's do our drink water and stretch. And let us give a shout out to our best rat streamer friend, who goes by the name of Ratmost. and has a very fancy VTuber and does a lot of hard work on her streams, and is just generally an awesome person. And so is Best Rat. So please do follow. And Ratmos, don't forget to redeem your flower if you would like one. Eltibago says the English name Goat's Rue is a translation of the Latin Ruta capraria. Okay, which is no longer the Latin name for the plant, but it was in 1554 when it was considered to be related to common rue. That makes sense, yes. So there is a family of plants called rue, and this is not part of that family, but it sort of, the leaves look a bit similar. The Latin-specific epithet officinalis refers to plants with medicinal, culinary, or herbal attributes. Yes, there are quite a lot of plants where the second part of the Latin name is officinalis. Usually the first part of the name is the family that it's in, and the second part of the name is some description of what it looks like or what it was used for, or things like that. Most, you have redeemed Creeping Lady's Tresses as your flower of the day. Make of that what you will. I think what we're learning more than anything from the flower of the day redeem is just how many strange plant names there are out there. Okay, let's do a couple of stretches. Don't forget that stretching is important for everybody, not just streamers. So you should stretch yourselves as well. You don't have to right now, but in general, stretching is a good thing to do. And I don't think I do it enough, because if I did it enough, presumably I wouldn't be so stiff when I came to do it on my streams. They have tiny fuzzies all over the stem and the flowers. They do. Eltibago says to Ratmost, I took your advice and got bullied by a rat. Oh no. Look, we can't have any bullying happening in Emma streams. By rats or otherwise. Please, everybody be nice and get along with each other. Ow. Okay, stretches have happened. So Hi is back. Thank you, Bago, for that redeem. Oh, sorry for the apparent flickering that happened there. I don't know what that was all about. I'm gonna try this game one more time, and then if I still can't figure it out, I will rage quit. And probably look very stupid when I look up the answer later. I'm sorry. I'd like to use the fact that I'm tired as an excuse, but realistically, I'm always tired, so it wouldn't really be an excuse by now. Right, I know in advance that I need to go and get this one, so I can do that now. Save a bit of time. I don't think there's any way to get this one out, because that turns that off as well. Can you wedge the door open with a box? Okay, you can wedge the door open with a box, but presumably... Yeah, as soon as I move, the door shuts. Like, I don't think this can be used to extract boxes from rooms. Yeah. You can stand in a door, or you can put a box in the door and stop it closing. I don't think that's abusable here, though. Because if I had a box in the door, I would only be able to get that box out of the room. I wouldn't be able to get this box out of the room. So that box has to stay there. This box has to stay there because this box has to stay there. So it's just these two boxes that we can bring. And in fact, I think we can only bring one of those. Yeah, for the same reason. Right, I can do this. So like I can get out of the room with this box not on the button, but I can't take the box out of the room. So I can't break the game by doing that. I can still only take the number of boxes I'm supposed to be able to take out. Okay, yeah, reactor is, we know.
Hold
on a second. Matcha Catcher says if you jam the door, you can get that box behind the electrocution panels. I don't think I can, Matcha. I'll try. I'll do that. Oh, I suppose I can. Okay. Okay, maybe we can cheese it then. Well, no, because now that now the door's not open. Yeah, but now the door's not open. And if I jam the door with this box, now I can't get these boxes out. Yeah, I still don't think... I think the developer of this game has been very careful to make sure that you can't cheese it, which is a shame. Maybe there's other points where you can cheese it. Let me see if we can find one. We never actually... Yeah, we never used this door, by the way. Is that what I'm missing? Like, we never went through here? Were we supposed to go through there at some point? It would have required leaving a box on this button, because we can't access the button from the other side. I thought that door has some sort of purpose. Well, I'm wondering if it has some sort of purpose, but I don't know. Okay, we can't leave a box there at the start because we've got to bring it through here. However, this button allows us to get in this box. Then we need to... Okay. I don't actually remember how to set this up now. Is it here? We need to bring this box through to here. Like that. So I'd like to be able to bring this box with me. However, I can't reach it from here. And if I remove it, then this all gets closed. Like if I'm leaving a box here to keep this door open so that I can use it later, then I have to leave both these boxes here. And I can't do that because I've got to solve this puzzle. I suppose I could bring this box now. Yeah, because the problem with bringing this box before is I couldn't get back over this gap. But if I'm going to leave that door propped open, then I can get back across this gap. Ah, no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work because you need 2 boxes to solve this area. you need to put a box on the other side and use it to bend the grappling hook, I think. So actually I can't do that. Yeah, and again it can't be this one, I take it has to be this one. I don't think it's possible to leave a box on here, which means it's not possible to ever use this door, which is interesting. Unless there is a way to solve this area with one box I didn't see before. I don't think there is. Yeah, I can't reach that to bend the hook with it. I can only reach this. And I can only do one bend. Well, I can do two bends like that. Ah, okay. Is that what I was missing? Doing that? Because before I brought this box in order to do that? V Cave Z, welcome in. Thank you so much for raiding with your party of 4 viewers. Do let us know what you were playing today and whether it was a success. You were doing art. Well, that sounds good. And a certain Alex Z was in your stream, so I wonder if that had anything to do with the raid. Thank you so much for raiding in. Hello to Simons Belmont, who says hello, good afternoon / evening. Yeah, it's 5 to 9 here in the UK, so definitely evening. Still afternoon for our American viewers. Ramos says hi raiders. Indeed, welcome in raiders. If you haven't seen me before, my name is Emma. I'm here some weekend days. I'd like to say Friday, Saturday and Sunday, but I'm a little bit inconsistent at the moment, and I mostly play puzzle games. We are currently replaying this game, which we played a bit of and then got stuck. I was trying to see if we could cheese it, and I think I've come to the conclusion that we can't cheese it. But you never know. We might still think of something we can do. I'm trying to figure out if we can get an extra box into the game at any point, because that would pretty nicely break things if we could. I think the answer is no, we can't. So we have to bring this box now, I think, and the problem with bringing this box now is as soon as we disconnect this box, we can never connect it again, because this corner is only 1 tile wide, so you can't... The most you can do is put it here, but then this, you can't get that from this. Actually, if you put it there... no, you still have to get round there somewhere. So at this point, we've kind of... As soon as we pick up this box, we've committed to never being able to go back through this way, because we haven't left this door open. And if we leave this door open now, then we can't get back across this bridge. So I do wonder what the point of this door is. This door appears to be completely pointless, other than giving us a sneak peek at the rest of the level. Maybe originally it had some use and then the game was changed. But yeah, we need to have this box on the button whilst also going through here and placing something on this button. And we can't use either of these boxes because, yeah. One thing we can do, which is a little bit cheesy, is if we wedge this box in the door and then disconnect this box, we can go through here, and we now just have 3 boxes to play with, which you're not supposed to have at this stage in the game. But we also can't use the box on the other side of this door. Like, this door is still supposed to be open, and we can never get back through now. So, well, actually, we can get back through like this. Yeah, I don't think this breaks anything, though. Because by the end of the game, you have access to all of these boxes anyway. And yeah, we still can never get this box out. Again, we can leave this box off of its thing if we want to by doing that, but that doesn't really accomplish anything. So this is the same number of boxes that we had before at this stage of the game. We still can't go back through there. I don't think I'm missing anything. Okay, I am missing chat because I'm waffling on about the game. V Cafe says we were doing flower arrangements. Flower arrangements, yay! Flowers, 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 flowers. And Simon was playing Castlevania. Lovely. Yeah, this is most boxes I can get. I was shy to raid anybody. Alex did send me a flower emote that reminded me of you and encouraged me to raid. Oh, I'm so glad of that. Yes, never feel too shy to raid people because we're all very nice. We don't bite, and we love to see different people in our streams. It is lovely. And it is very good to see you, and I hope you're doing well. I need to do some self-care after stream. I hope you understand and forgive me for not staying much. That is absolutely fine as well. I hope you have a good rest of your weekend and week ahead. You know, any friend of Lady L is a friend here. You're always welcome. Yes, of course. That is how I know you, from the amazing Lady L, who is such an awesome streamer. By the way, I'm not actually solving a puzzle here. I'm just doing whatever the hell this is. Wait, I thought you couldn't bend your grappling hook more than twice. This has 3 bends in it. Okay, you can bend it more than twice. It must have just been that one bit I was on then. This, yeah, you can bend it 4 times. You can do this if you want to. I'm not sure why you would want to, but you can. Okay, so I can't bend it here, for example. So there are limits to how and when you can bend the hook, which I perhaps don't fully understand yet. But this is a nice, convenient, big area to experiment with it. Yeah, there are definitely some bends that you can't do, and some that you can. Interesting. Yeah. Okay, that's enough of that nonsense. There's always a reason for everything, even if it looks pointless, Matcha. I mean, apart from Emma. I think you'll agree there's no possible reason for Emma, and Emma is entirely pointless. Ow. 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 Okay, I can't take any cubes through there. So, what were we doing here? We were doing this, and then leaving this cube on here. We need to leave it on there. We need to sort of remotely leave it on there. We need to make a bent grappling hook so that we can do that. There we go. This was the bit where, yeah, the only way to solve this is to sacrifice one of the cubes, I think. So you have to do that, and then that lets you grab the other one. So, obviously can't take this cube with me because it's out of reach now. Can't take this cube with me because it needs to stay here to extend the bridge. And yeah, I have to go up here to trigger this cutscene, which then depowers the reactor. So I don't ever actually get to... Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. Even if you undo or restart the level, yeah, even if you undo or restart, the reactor stays depowered, which is a little odd. So there's nothing I can do to leave that part of the reactor powered, because I can't get out of this door before I unpower it. And the only other thing I can do is walk across that bridge. But the character doesn't actually walk across the bridge, the character comes back when the reactor depowers. Then I can grab this block. This is the same situation as before. I have to power the block in a way that leaves it inaccessible. I'm just trying to visualize what I need to do. And the answer is I need to do that. There. Thank you, I know this is a cozy place. Self-care is good. I need to get my walk done. I much approve of walks. I walked 5 miles today in my attempt to botanise an area south of Bath. Elemeno, hello. Sorry I missed your message there. I was focusing on the game. Thank you for redeeming your flower of the day, which is Wild Privet, and I hope you're having a good time. Okay, still can't go through there. So this gets us all of these cubes, except it doesn't actually get us all of these cubes because we have to use them all to power the other door so that we can get out the other side. So we don't actually get to keep any of these cubes either. Is there some jammy means by which I can get these cubes out? If I bring more... No, I don't think there is, because if I bought another cube and wedged it in the door, the door would still close when I took this away. So I'd only be able to get out the cube that I brought in to wedge. I wouldn't be able to get any other cube out. So those cubes are stuck in there. So we still only have these 4, which is what we had before. And we still have to use all 4 of those to bridge this. So we haven't actually acquired any new cubes, even though we did do this slightly differently. We left this unpowered, is the only actual thing we did differently in the end. We have the number of cubes you're supposed to have at this stage in the game. Yeah, can't go back there. Can't go back there because it's shut on the other side. Can't go back here. And can't go back there or there. I do wonder if there's some weird way by which if you bring more cubes in here, you could get all the cubes out, but I just don't think there is. No, actually, yeah, you can't even bring more cubes in because you just electrocute yourself when you try. Bring more cubes in, you'd have to disconnect this first, and then the door's shut. Okay, yep, I have, I think I've confirmed that this game is cheese-proof. No doubt somebody somewhere has cheesed it to prove me wrong. So this is how you open this part. Again, I don't have a spare cube to wedge this open to get more cubes out with. Like what you can do by wedging cubes, I could arrange for this to be left unpowered as when I go to the next room. Like this is kind of unintended, and if that being unpowered affected the rest of the game, that would be cheese, but it doesn't affect the rest of the game, so it isn't cheese. No cheese in my streamer's cheese house stream. No, please don't leave, Debago. I've done my best to cheese. I really have. Yeah, I don't think there's anything more we can do, because I haven't already tried. And that brings us back to this part, which is basically the end of the game. Because how do you do this part again? Not like that. No, you need to wind yourself around here to bring this so that you can actually drop it there. I keep doing that. Now I need to come here. And then leave this here and then wind myself around again. So I can bring it through here. Yeah, then we get cutscene again. Explodey power station. Not going well. Now we need to loop the grappling hook back on itself, for which we need to use the other block. So we do this. Not actually that. Kind of the exact opposite of that. In fact, I can't remember how you do this again. It's I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? This way. Yeah, this shape is what we need. Oh, except no, we need one tile longer than that. Is what we need. How do I get max length? Oh, this. Is that right? I did this before, and I can't figure out how to do it now. There we go. We need that. We need to make this shape, this specific shape, because then we can do that. Then we bring this box, and we have established already that there's no way to bring this extra box with us because we have to use it to make another specific shape with our grapple, which is this shape, so that we can do that. And we can't pick up the box because that would straighten out our grapple. So now we can't bring this box with us. We have to sacrifice this box. This is the same as the puzzle on the other side. So we can only have this one box. Bringing this one box down here doesn't help us get either of those other boxes out. So we are stuck with this, just this box now. And once we've made this bridge, we can't use this box to get... We can't get this box back again. So we get to here, we've only got... Yeah. we only have a one box to work with. We can hold the door open with the box. We can't bring the box through the door. We could bring the box through the door if we had more boxes. Wait, what? Wait, what? How does that work? I tried that before and it didn't work. Excuse me, game? That makes no sense. Okay, I guess we can bring the box to the door. So which door do we go through? This one? Or the other one? Oh, there we go. Matcha! Matcha, you were right on what you have to do. We actually did this, but we did this lower down in the previous section. Okay, there we go. Egg Potato Man is in hospital now. Yeah, we saw that was possible, but we didn't do it up the top because I couldn't figure out how to get through. We did it at the bottom. We are infrastructure. Yeah, so unfortunately the canonical ending to this game is poor Egg Potato Man gets himself electrocuted. I mean, he looks like he survived, which is good, because I wouldn't want to have to remove my Egg Potato Man plushie. That would be bad. Right, okay. So now all we can do is start again. Okay, yeah, so it was a very short game, and I knew it was going to be a very short game. And it does appear to be thoroughly cheese-proof. I was sure there was going to be a way to get a box into an unintended location. But there wasn't. So, well done to the developer for making a cheese-proof game, because the original Monsters Expedition was very much not cheese-proof. I don't know if anybody remembers when I showed the speed run of it, which completely breaks the game by making a raft when you're not supposed to be able to make one yet. So yeah, that game was good. It's only £3 on Steam if anyone wants it. I mean, everyone here has seen the answer now, probably doesn't want it, but there you go. I do hope that Egg Potato Man will be featuring in more full-length puzzle games in the future. I think, given that I'm not feeling very good, I might just end things here, even though that was a very short stream, and maybe try to be better next week. I am sorry about the lack of streams recently. So, in that case, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you to both of our raiders today, Cafe Z and Rooney. I looked away and missed it, says Matcha. Oh no. Matcha, the solution, I mean, you can watch the VOD, but the solution was the thing you saw where you complete the circuit by electrocuting yourself, except you have to do it at the top, not the bottom. So you did have to get the boxes through the door, and I did figure out how to get the boxes through the door. So I'm afraid, Matcha, the game does end with Egg Potato Man electrocuting himself, but he survives. In the credits, you see him in the hospital. Right, if we're going to end now, I need to look for a raid. If anyone has any suggestions for raid targets, do let me know. But I can see, Lana is on. She might be ending soon though, because she's 5 hours in. Is there anyone else I wouldn't normally raid on account of we're a bit early? Craig is on. I follow far too many people these days. Alhuno is on. Alhuno was first today. Maybe he deserves a raid as a reward for being first. Is that how these things work? Yeah, because we did go to Craig recently, didn't we? Yeah, we went to Craig quite recently. Maybe we'll raid Alhuno. I had the right. Yes, Matcha Catcher, you are by far the smartest person here today. That's for sure. El Tibago wants me to raid Ashens. You've said this before, Tibago, but there is a problem with that. Which is, I'm almost certain Ashens is not going to be allowing raids from small streamers because they're a big streamer. They get hundreds, if not thousands, of views. And those streamers always have raids turned off. Because otherwise you get people creating accounts with silly names and then raiding with one person just to disrupt the stream. So yeah, I think we'll stick to people within our community. Now, see, what you've done there, Tibago, is suggested somebody with even more viewers. How many viewers does Pirate Software have right now? 9,708. Let's just say if Pirate Software has raids enabled, that's a major security flaw in their stream setup, which would not be like Thor at all. Cora, hello. I'm so glad you managed to grab your flower of the day, which is a least burr reed, which is a funny name for a plant. You get lesser and greater of something, like lesser stitchwort and greater stitchwort, and then if you have any one that's even lesser than the lesser, then it's called least. So you have least burr reed. I don't think there's a greatest. Like, you don't get greater stitchwort and greatest stitchwort, but you do get least. So, hello, best Cora. And let me do a shout out quickly for best Coraline _ best who. Cora, have you ever considered getting a PhD so that you could be Doctor Who? But yes, Cora is amazing streamer, part of CCC Anomaly, which is the team that includes Tofu and Ophelia and all those nice people. Yeah, I think we will go to Alhuno. I was just giving him a moment to get set up because I think he'd literally gone live because he'd only just appeared in my follows. Oh no, he had been live for a bit. Why did he not be in my follows? Oh, he is doing a stream in French today. Maybe I'll go back when he's streaming in English. In which case I'll look for someone else. Not Pirate Software. Is Lana actually ending or not? We could go to Lana. Lana's not actually ending. Let's go to Lana. LT Bago says, why would you want Coraline to get cancelled for lack of viewers? I don't want Cora to get cancelled for lack of viewers. Why ever would I suggest such a thing? Are you telling me that... Hang on, how many viewers was Doctor Who getting before it was cancelled? Yeah, so Doctor Who was getting 3 million viewers per episode. Are you telling me that Cora would not be happy with 3 million views per stream, Tibago? Because I think she would be. Okay, we're going to go to Lana and you can't stop me. So, let's get this set up. Many of you probably already know Lana the Panda. She is Best Panda. She is also part of CCC Anomaly. And she is playing Assassin's Creed 2. No, Devil May Cry. Sorry, not Assassin's Creed. Alhuna was playing Assassin's Creed. Lana's playing Devil May Cry 4. Finally, she had some technical problems earlier in the stream getting the game working, but it looks like it's working now. This channel is intended for mature audiences, so everybody please be on your best behaviour. That's what it means, right? When it says mature audiences, it means that chat have to behave themselves. And if you would like to put a raid message in chat, then please do. Here is a message that you can use if you are... Astrol17 leave, says T-Bago. You have to subscribe to people to use their emotes. If you would like to do a raid message in chat, there's one that subscribers can use. If you're not subscribed, use any emotes you like. Use your own emotes, use emotes of someone else you follow, or use these dancing dinosaurs. I have unfortunately failed to do 3 streams this weekend again. Next weekend, is next weekend the bank holiday weekend? When is it? 5th of May. Okay, it's not next weekend, it's the weekend after. Yeah, but I will try and do 3 streams soon, but until then, thank you all for watching, and bye for now.